Yeah, hello YouTube. Yeah, it's another day, and I have a video I want to make today, because this is an issue I've been getting so many a times from people, from my customers, and I think the problems that some even the machine will be able to tell you what is happening. Maybe you can do some few things here. Some are easy, like the problem I'm having right now. This laptop is a HP, an Elite book. Yeah, it's an Elite book 8040G3. Yeah, so this one is not actually dead. Yeah, this one is coming on. As you can see, switch on the power. The battery is working fine, so we don't have to connect the charger. And after this message is okay, my camera, I don't know whether it's going to focus. Yeah, it's focusing, exiting. So you can see what is coming after this message is yeah, boot device not found. Please install an operating system on your hard disk. And hard disk 3, that error, F2 diagnostics. For more information, please visit. So yeah, your Windows 10 or Windows 11 is not going to start up because the PC is not able to find the operating system. And in this case, this should be a short video because I just want to demonstrate some of the things that you may conduct to know whether you don't have like to come to the technician directly. At least you can come with some information to the technician. Like now, they are telling you to, the system is talking to you and they're telling you press F2 for system diagnostic. Let's press F2. And when you press F2, machine restarts again. And here you see the, for more information, please, but there are a few tests you can do here. The memory test is the number one. I don't know whether the camera is able to focus that, or maybe I drop so that you can see the memory test here. Okay, there's some brightness. You see the memory test is the number one. Yeah, the other test you can see here is the one for the hard disk check, language text test, and then exit. So what for the memory test, please, that one I wouldn't recommend for you to test, because if your RAMs are not working, what is going to happen? The machine is not even going to give you a display. So I tend to know that when the RAMs are faulty, or when the RAMs are not working fine, the machine will not give you any display on the screen. So that one you're going to skip based on that, on the fact that you can see a picture on our screen. We know the RAMs are okay. So the one that the next one that we can do is a hard drive check. That one could be the most probable cause, because also on the message on the system is telling you a hard drive or an operating system is not working fine. So we come to the hard drive check here, and then we press enter, and then you can do an extensive check or a quick check, whichever you prefer. But in this case, you start with a quick test. What the need of doing the extensive test? And maybe the quick test could have helped you. The quick saves time. It's in the name, quick. And extensive check is going to waste some time. It's extensive. Of course, it's going to take some time. So you start with the quick one first, and you hit on enter and starting hard drive check. Yeah. Okay, you can see the message here. No hard drive installed. Please check that the power and data cables are connected properly. So that your system is telling you something here, that the system cannot detect the hard drive, or maybe the hard drive is not installed on this system. Maybe this could be true. Yeah, this could be true. I've not opened this laptop, but this could be true. Maybe the client brought this laptop. He's just sitting next to me here, and maybe the hard drive is not there. Or the hard drive could also be there, but is maybe, I don't know what is happening. But as you can see, the system is telling us the drive installed, no hard drive installed. Please check that the power and SATA cables are connected. So what are you going to do in this case? It's possible for a machine to come on and give us this display when the hard drive is not installed, when the drive is not okay, when the drive is installed and there's no operating system, when the drive is dead and still there installed. All these could be possibilities, and the only way to know, now that we have the message from this one, we are going to shut down the machine and open the back cover, so that we go and try to see whether the machine is really having a hard drive, or maybe the hard drive is not there. So that's what we are going to do right away. Yeah, so let's open. Yeah, let me come with some magnet so it can be quick. Uh, yeah, we try to open the back cover and see whether there's a hard drive installed. Maybe there's no hard drive installed here. Yeah, using an automatic electric screw is very nice because now you just take a very short span of time to unscrew. Yeah, I bought this one at some amount. It's called a creation space, where you just press clockwise. There are some lights here which can try to show you how the screw is looking inside. You can press this one for the opening, that is anti-clockwise, and this one for the opening. So yeah, that is just a little improvement in the shop. It's okay. So let me try to access the back cover. Yeah, so the back cover is out and we can see, yeah, we have the RAM and we have the SSD installed. This is a name.2 SSD. So we have a storage device installed here, only that we are not able to tell whether the device is okay or not. So how can we make sure maybe the device is not having an operating system, or maybe the device is faulty, or maybe the machine is not even detecting the device at all? Because there are several possibilities here. I have had these machines come before. The SSD is okay, the machine is not detecting it. Even when you change with another SSD and you install a new one, is not going to detect. In that case, I've had to solve that problem, maybe through writing the BIOS, or maybe trying to look on the SATA controller chip here to see whether the chip is okay. You can have the other one that the SSD is broken down and you have to change, put another one with Windows, and it's going to install and the Windows is going to load. You can have this one is fine, but there's no operating system installed in this one. So all you need to do is to install an operating system. And so I see this one is well installed. There's nothing wrong. Maybe we can reset it again, maybe just to make sure everything is fine. Yeah, looks fine to me. There's nothing wrong. I see it's labeled letter B. I don't know why. Maybe this laptop was in another computer shop, or maybe they swapped this memory capacity here. I'm not sure. Let me try to reset it back and see whether we are going to have a, although that is not a solution, because I don't see anything wrong even with the connector. So I don't know what could be the problem. Are we still going to have the same error? We're just having to try this one. So let's wait for, so let's see whether this is going to detect anything. Yeah, still nothing. Yeah, we are back to the same message. So resetting it did not help anything. So what else can we try to do? So we can try to check whether this another SSD can read from this computer. So let's do that. So let me come with another SSD here. Maybe I'll get one here, a name.2. Yeah, let's test with this one. Let's see whether this one is going to load, so that we can continue ruling. We can go ruling out what could be the issue with the machine. So that one, now let's try to switch on the machine. This one I've installed it, is good. So if the machine is not going to detect it, then the machine itself is having a problem. So let's exit the test, because now we know we have put a working SSD, a name.2 SSD. Yeah, and this one, it looks like this one is going to pick, because from the signs, I can see the sign that this one is going to work on this laptop. So there's something, oh, maybe not. Oh, it's working. Okay. Let me not be quick to judge. Let me just wait for everything to set up and maybe conclude that the machine. But the fact that we're having this logo, this one is gonna work on this machine. So at least there's something we know now, that the machine is okay, and also the SATA connector and the chip is okay. You can see everything is fine here. So maybe the SSD, the one that was there, does not have an operating system, or maybe something is not, or something else is damaged. Let's shut it down now that we have a conclusion that SSD, the machine is detecting an SSD, and the machine is okay, the motherboard is okay, and the system is okay. So the problem could be with this one. Either there's no operating system installed on this SSD, or maybe the SSD is faulty. And so we are going to try and install an operating system on the same. Yeah, so let's come and open here. Okay, let's install an operating system on this one. Yeah, so some of these problems you don't have to keep bringing them to a technician. Some of them you can solve at home yourself. So, and I'm trying to look for a memory stick that is having Windows, and I got one here. Yeah, this one is here, is a flash disk. Let me try to install Windows on this SSD. Yeah, so power button and try to go to boot menu. Do I go with F10 or maybe escape? I think escape is going to work. Yeah, and here it is. Let me go to Sun Cruiser. Yeah, let me go to that one. UEFI SanDisk. Yeah, the USB has been detected. I've just seen it there. That's why I've selected the USB. And let's see whether we are going to detect to see whether the SSD on board is going to be detected by the system, because yeah, now this is the hard disk, this is the USB working. You might think that is the Windows loading, but this is a setup. We just need to confirm that the SSD is being detected by the laptop so that we can install a new operating system. Yeah, waiting for the startup. So yeah, so this is the Windows setup. Go to next, say accept all, next. Oh, and what do you see here? Yeah, it's not even detected by the system. The SSD is not even being detected by the system. As you can see, there's no memory here being detected. Windows could not find, you can see the message here, Windows could not find any drive to get storage. You can see this message here. So the SSD is not even being detected by the computer. So this is a replacement of this SSD. We may have to replace with a new SSD. And what could be wrong with the current SSD? Maybe if we might ask a question, what is wrong with the current one? Let's try to check. Or maybe there's some, so this is the SSD. I don't know what is good. Let's try to take this paper here. We try to test the component, a little bit of isopropyl alcohol to kill the glue, so that the glue can work very well. Yeah, so it's out. Let's stick that sticker there. We are going to use it again. So let me take the laptop aside and try to take measurement of some components here. Maybe we can find a short circuit. Yeah, sometimes you can repair these SSDs, sometimes you cannot repair them. So let's go under the microscope. Let's see whether you'll be able to help this one. Let me remove the microscope lid. It's always good to protect the lens. So let me focus, do some focus. Yeah, that focus is okay. So I want to try to take some measurements on these capacitors. Let's first of all take some physical inspection and see whether we have a problem on this SSD. What is this? This is the, I think this is the glue. Yeah, nothing wrong here. What is wrong there? Nothing. Yeah, and I think this is SSD is okay. So this here doesn't look nice. What is wrong with this place here? Okay, something is happening here. What is wrong here? Looks like there is some form of damage. What is here? Yeah, there looks like there's some damage here. Let me try to lift it at an angle like that. Yeah, you can see something is wrong here. Is this a water damage or what? This looks like some form of water damage. Or why is this looking like this? So can we salvage this SSD for the customer? Let me try to use some isopropyl alcohol to, yeah, it doesn't look nice. So let me try to take some measurement using a multimeter here. So yeah, this is a chip. So let me come with a continuity here. Yeah, we have a figure there. Now we have a reading on that coil. I believe this is a coil. What about this one? Cap. Yeah, no short. No short. Maybe we are having a dry joint on this cap here. So I can see readings. Oh, this is a short circuit? Oh, there's a reading. That is a coil, eh? Yeah, I don't think there's a short on that chip there. Only that the chip has got some corrosion there inside. You see, when I lift there, I maybe try to focus using a microscope. There's something happening there inside, eh? Maybe let me do a reflow on this chip and maybe see whether you're going to have something come out of this. Maybe we could reflow this chip and get some desirable. Okay. Yeah, we could be having some dry joint on this chip. We just want to do a little bit of a reflow. Why? Yeah, here things are not moving very nice. Oh, the cap is out. Back in its position. Yeah, this chip is very stiff. I don't know why it's not having a reflow. Let me add some more flux here. I still did not achieve a reflow on this chip. So I don't know what could be the issue. Okay. Let me try to see the inside. Could be some short circuit there. Yeah, let me try to do some cleanup. Looks like there's some corrosion there. That's what I'm trying to work on. Yeah, that chip did not reflow. I didn't see that chip move. Did you see it move? And as you can see, something here is preventing the... Looks like maybe the chip is... Yeah, so hello? Yeah, I think there's... I don't know why yeah, there's this SSD I've just from talking about right now. The one we have just changed. You can remember this logo from the previous video I've just made here. I just thought now that I have time, I may have to look at this SSD and maybe try to check what is wrong with this SSD. And I want to remove that chip where the corrosion was. You remember that chip where we tried to scrub something there and try to see whether I can be able to see what is under that chip. Maybe there's a problem on that chip. I want to see whether I can try to see whether I can revive this SSD. You understand, eh? Oh, I should be under the microscope, eh? Okay, I'm already removing this chip, so guys, just forgive me. Yeah, the chip is out, eh? So let's go under the microscope, sorry. I should have gone under the microscope long time ago, but I didn't want to affect the process. Okay. Yeah, I've removed that chip there. And you know what I've noticed? Something is going on here, something that is not good. So let me come with some earbud and try to do some cleanup there, so that we can try to look at this together. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can see some, like here there's some few trackpads that are not having some, you know, you see these three trackpads here, the number 1, 2, 3, this one are not having solder. You can see this one this one, all this one are having solder in a very good way, but this one, yeah, these three are not having. So this line, we need to resolder that line again and maybe try to see whether we can be able to recover that one. So let me come with some hot iron here. Yeah, maybe we can be able to revive this SSD. Yeah, and since I'm free, yeah, I know the easy way is just to replace the SSD and maybe tell the client to buy another one. But let's just try to see whether you can be able to recover this SSD. Just try to recover, to see whether you can be able to recover that. Okay. Yeah, we are trying to reapply the solder on these few trackpads here that were not having any. Good. So let me try to scoop the rest of the. Good. So maybe I can take some week to try and scoop that extra on the chips ground. Yeah, I think I've taken much of it. Yeah, that chip is looking fine that way. So maybe let me try to solder back this chip. You try to remember the pin number 1. So let me see whether pin number 1 is going to. Yeah, I can see pin number 1. Pin number 1, it's here. Yeah. So yeah, this chip is going to come here like this. Where is the position? Yeah, like this. Yeah, that way now we see whether. Yeah, remember guys, you can only do this if you have time. Like today, it's on a Sunday, I have a lot of time. Just try and see whether I can recover this SSD. And you cannot do this when you have a lot of customers waiting for you. The easiest way is to tell the customer just to buy another SSD, and life goes on. Yeah, the other thing is, if the customer is not having enough money to buy the SSD, you can schedule them for another day at least, so that you can serve the customers that are already in the shop. Okay, the chip is misbehaving. Why? Don't misbehave, sir. Okay, yeah. We want you to do some dance there. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to scoop the extra. Yeah, the extra solder using the solder gun, so that we may not have a short circuit on this. Like I can see some here, like this one here. I can see another one here. This one. Now with the coil. Oh, is this going to work now? Is that shotgun? The bridge? Yeah, I think the bridge is gone between the coil and the cap. Yeah, so you can see it's very clear now. So do we have any other bridge on this chip? Okay. Okay. So let's try to clean it very well and see. Yeah, do you think there's a good contact now? Let's try to check for a short circuit. We don't want a situation where we are having a short circuit here. Okay, this cap. Okay, this one, this coil, this cap. Yeah, a value, no short circuit, 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 no short circuit. Okay, what do you think? Is it easy to resuscitate an SSD? There is supposed to be. So microscope aside. Yeah, so this is the SSD. I had placed it on a board holder so that I'd be able to work on that job. Yeah, so here it is. Let's now test. Let's now test. Okay. What do you think? What do you think? Are we going to have a picture? Are you going to have a pic? Are we going to have a sign telling us that the laptop can detect the... Okay, on. So on there. Oh, oh, This could be difficult, eh? Okay. Oh, nothing. If you go to F2 here. Okay, what do you mean, like is the machine ready to boot on? Why is it not taking us to the function 2? Or maybe we do a restart again. Maybe it's going to pick. Okay, let's go on that one. Hard drive test, quick test. Oh, no hard drive. That's why you should never work on this stuff here. Don't bother working on these SSDs. It's a waste of time. Just change and move on to something else. Don't bother. Yeah, so the memory chips, maybe these memory chips are dead. Maybe there's nothing else we can do on that chip. Maybe nothing we can do. I thought maybe we're going to have an SSD detected after we have worked on those 3 trackpads that were missing. Yeah, I've tried to hold the chip down for some time, and I still didn't see anything. Yeah, so that's it. Let's not try to waste any more time with this SSD. It's a gone case, it's a gone case. No. It's not going to work. So let's just take in another SSD here. And let's call it a day. And let's maybe just going to leave that there so that we can show the customer that all they need is the SSD. Yeah, and maybe try to do something else. Yeah, suppose you are trying to do that on a weekday when you have a lot of customers, and then all of a sudden that fails. Yeah, you'd feel bad, eh? And that's why sometimes there are SSDs accessories to replace when you cannot make one. And you see, this laptop is not dead just because we are not able to revive the SSD, so it's still going to work, so that's not a big deal. Just going to change that SSD and continue with something else. So that is it, guys. I hope you learned something on that video. Yeah, you don't always... Okay, where is the screw? Sometimes you can also try to do something new to sharpen your skills and maybe try to find out whether that one is going to work, because most of the time is when you are not going to get everything given to you. Some of the experience comes from trying these things, as we have tried to fix this SSD and we just found that it's not fixable. So you still have sharpened your skills, and next time now you know better. Don't bother, just continue with changing the SSD and taking another good working SSD and replace with that one, and that is done. So Yeah, the machine is going to pick, as that is it, you can see. Okay, why is it taking long now? Yeah, it's done. So that is it, guy. So thank you for watching that video, and let's continue to subscribe, continue supporting my work, and let's meet in the next video. Yeah.